We are also on all brand new Samsung TVs, have the Digital Trends channel on it. Roku has our channel on there. So it's really just kind of this mix of traffic, from the direct traffic to the SEO that's coming from, the search engines, to other sites sending traffic your way. So it's kind of a mix of everything, if that makes sense.
No, it does. So, like, what I hear is a lot of quality content, like a lot of it, which obviously the more articles, the more people search for, the gadgets or the trends. So that's going to equal to some hits, right? Even if not all go viral. And then you have syndication, which I think is huge, which, if 200 publications are sharing even one article a day, and they're getting another 5,000 hits from their own audience, that by itself is a lot. Now, today, if you were to start Digital Trends, like today, like 2015, you're starting with the same model. Do you follow the same model you did back then? Because 2006 was a different era than it is today.
Yeah, that's a great question. Back then, I didn't even know what a VC was, to be honest. We were just kind of, flatlining as far as the revenue. We weren't necessarily sure how to grow and scale the business. It really wasn't until we had a company, Demand Media. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They own like eHow and all those guys. They came to us and said, "Hey, we're interested in acquiring you guys." And we said, "Look, we're having a great time. We're really not interested in selling." And I can't remember who the contact was over there. I don't think it was Rich Rosenblatt, although we had a phone call with him. But we got introduced to this guy in the Valley, and so we flew down to San Francisco. We went around. We met Excel, big VC firm, Sequoia, which is another big VC firm, and we didn't really have the intention to raise, but we just kind of sat there with these guys and just asked them a million questions. How do you scale the business? What are kind of the measurements for success? And that's really how we scaled it. If I had to start it today, I maybe would raise VC money. I think we're a little bit unique in that we haven't really gone out and raised a ton of venture capital. We had an investor buy in 5 years ago, but it's just, a super angel, I guess, so to speak.
But what I mean is, would you still work in the same kind of core, like, would you still put in this order, like SEO and content first, syndication second, and then kind of follow through with like advertisers, etc.? Or would you have a different model to growing a blog today?
Knowing what I know now, it'd be the same model.
So you still put content as the number one kind of driver of your business right off the bat?
It has to be. At the end of the day, if you're not producing quality content, then people aren't going to come to the site. And you can't fool the search engine, so to speak. I mean, Google knows, they're measuring things like bounce rate on the site, engagement time, pages per visit. So I don't think there's really a shortcut in that. It would definitely be all about the content.
So quality over quantity, because it seems like you're taking a dual approach there, quantity and quality.
Yeah, well, it has to be. I think, with the internet, the beauty of the internet is it's not very one-dimensional, right? A print magazine is a print magazine. You're probably a fan of that magazine if you're reading it. On the internet, I mean, you've got sources of traffic coming in from all directions. You have somebody that is going to Google and typing in, "How do I reset my phone?" Or, what are the best apps on the phone? So you get people that are searching for things. For us, we get people that are researching products. They might be in the market for a laptop or a TV, and they want to read a review. You have others that come to the site because they just like gadgets in general, and they want to kind of discover new stuff. So I think you kind of have to be everything to everybody, if that makes sense. That's really kind of the key to get scale. The quality, I think, is going to come from the articles where you're interviewing interesting people and you're introducing your audience to cool new ideas and concepts. But maybe the lesser quality stuff, and I don't know how you really would define it other than shortness of the article, might be something like helping somebody out with a new laptop that they've just purchased. Maybe they're having a problem with it, So it is a dual approach.
But you said something right now. You said, you have to kind of be something to everybody. And that's the exact opposite that we've been hearing. Like, if you actually, I know you also, watch some of the videos in the Secret Entourage Academy. I interviewed Pat Flynn, and other people who are very niche in their space. owning websites where they're like you want to find your niche audience and then build that. But what you're saying is kind of the opposite. So are you talking strictly in the context of review sites, or are you talking about blogs in general?
No, I think if you need to get scale, I think it's very hard to get scale and remain niche, right? Um, if you look at sites like Mashable, they started out really focused on social media and social media content. Now, if you look, they're covering entertainment, they're covering technology, they're covering politics. So I think as you get scale, then you start to cover other kind of topics. I think for us, it's all about staying under that umbrella of technology in general, and then trying to go as broad as you can under that umbrella. So, for example, we started out reviewing televisions. Well, what do you watch on TV? You watch movies, you watch shows. So now we start to cover that aspect of tech. So it's same with video games. Like we don't just review the consoles, we review the games now. So it kind of plays under that culture that fits under that umbrella of technology, if that makes sense.
So you ultimately are becoming a news channel more so than you're becoming like a niche site of reviews. You're providing a unique angle on news in different arenas.